Game 3. Belshir Vestige. For all the marbles for one of these
Yeah,
players at the
I'm
moment.
starting. I'm really worried about Liffy B. I don't know what she does here. I mean, she keeps getting hit early and then trying to counterattack, and that gets nowhere. And then she's just so far behind. It's just, what do you do as Livy B here?
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole 4-gate expand thing, we saw, I mean, Naniwa crushed Scarlet with that build twice in their Bitcoin invitational there. So it's one of those things, like, if you over drone, like, you're going to lose your third and have a difficult time even holding your natural. It's so powerful. And the option to just keep warping in zealots back behind it is there if you think you can do damage. It's sort of this like a very insidious build for Protoss in that you only have to warp in as many things as you think are going to be effective. And so you can do it. Warp in 4 zealots doesn't work. No big loss there. You got a nice sturdy wall at the front of your base. But if it's not, then you just keep warping in and keep doing damage. And so I would say that Livy B is probably going to have to play a little bit more conservatively here. Get speed on 2 bases, explore the map, make sure to not let those proxy pylons go down, be very active with speedlings, that sort
Yes.
of thing.
By the way, down here in the bottom right corner, the red Protoss, she is Celendis. And up here in the top left, currently being probed by a probe.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. From Sydney College at StarCraft, she is Livy B.
Yep, and opting pool first, knowing that she's going to be harassed by this probe. So,
I cannot believe I never thought of that. I never thought of that before.
well, there's a first time for everything. And so, probe going to just be very annoying as probes can be. So, Livy B microing trying to do this, but pylon will go down, blocking that.
Yeah, I
Very
love
frustrating as a Zerg player.
I don't understand this map pick from Livy B. It's such an anti-Zerg map against Protoss. You run out of space so quickly and you have to bounce from side to side.
So,
So yeah, anyway, hatchery gonna go down at the third base here. Curious to see if Livy B decides to take that natural back and go for a third hatchery. I'm a little skeptical that she actually will, because of what happened in game 1 and 2 and how much aggression Celendis opted to put on Wood Deer again slowing down the game. Poor guy. Can't catch a break. And it looks like not too much is going to happen here. Livy B probably going to get speed right out the gate. That probe's still doing a little patrolling, a little roaming, a little this, that, and the other thing. And we'll just have to wait and see whether we should get an expand out of here from Celendis. I don't think we're going to get a Nexus immediately. I feel like we're going to get some kind of tech.
sorry, just editing thing.
Still here, Lorax. And
Yep.
this queen's going to chase away this probe.
All right, so we do see speed coming out relatively early here. And sort of the moment of truth here, what buildings are going to go into this wall at the front. Nexus going down. Nexus is a little bit late here, but we will see
You know,
what's next back behind this. And these gateways would have already needed to have gone down for this if she was going to do that same 4-gate play. So be interested to see where she goes from here, as this wall is, I mean, there's not even a probe here to start making this wall.
yeah, and Stargate. There was far too much gas for any kind of like normal gateway. Maybe we go into a robo, but I don't
Yep.
see that kind of working
Yeah.
out here. So the Stargate going to definitely be the good option. And I like this. There's a lot of dead space around these bases to jump between them. As long as you don't get caught stupidly, you should be alright. Forge at the front, so we should see a cannon and a complete wall off at some point here in the near future.
Yep, Metabolic Boost just about to finish up here. And so you asked about the advantages of picking this map. And so one of the possible advantages here is the size of this wall off and the difficulty to defend it. And that is one of the major advantages for a Zerg against a Protoss in this situation. However, I think it's a little too late for a sort of speedling all in, but we do see plenty of lings being produced at the moment. So Wall-Off is complete now.
Yeah, but you know what? There's not really enough units. I think with this amount of Zerglings, Livy B can definitely at least take down one of these buildings, buildings.
Yeah, Photon
oh,
Overcharge,
Photon
though,
Overcharge,
going to
yeah.
do more than enough, yeah.
Okay.
DPS from Photon Overcharge is insane.
But it does force out the Photon.
Yeah, so a little bit less energy in the mothership core there, but that's only really relevant if an engagement happens soon. So it looks like we're going to go into more of a Phoenix opener here for Celendis. Just going to map control with the Phoenix and take any overlords sort of out of the picture here.
I mean, this is gonna force map vision away from Livy B, but I question actually the tangible benefits here of this kind of Phoenix play. Actually, Celendis stopped at 2, I think, or 1 or 2, just 2.
Should be 2, yeah.
So
yeah, here comes the third. Yeah, no, it's gonna go up to 4 or 5, I believe.
yeah, I don't know about this. I question the tangible benefits. I mean, Livy B's seen the Phoenixes. She knows what's going on. A couple of lings chasing away down here, gonna try and run by the natural wall, see if there's any holes to fall in. And I mean, 2 spore crawlers, and I don't think these Phoenixes are going to see too much use other than Overlord hunting.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Phoenix as well are there for a couple of reasons. They're there for constant map vision. They're going to deny map vision and take map control away from Livy B. They can possibly pick off some stuff, but I mean, honestly, if you just kill some overlords with them and keep your opponent back, the Phoenix have done more than their share of the work. And this also forces this composition that we see. It forces the Hydralisks to come out. As you know, there is a Stargate on this. So a lot of players will open with Phoenix here and then follow up with a Robo and Colossus back behind that. So it forces out the Hydras that Colossi are good against, and then just moves on from there. So you're basically forcing into a composition here. A little bit of a Zealot harass coming.
This is not good. +1 weapons is about to finish, and Livy B doesn't have a lot, and with 5 Phoenixes, she can just pick up everything. I fear for Livy B's life here.
Yeah, we'll be able to drop this pylon. That's big in slowing down reinforcements right into her main, but not much in terms of units at the moment. 18 Zerglings,
And
6
6
Hydras
Hydras.
on
And
the way.
the Phoenixes can pick up every single Hydra and actually kill them off one by one. It's... Yep. Don't know what that was.
To the lag there.
Yeah, Hydra's gonna try and focus fire down this mothership core, and this is what you get for playing from C. Mothership core is going to fall. So no recall with all these zealots. That's a lot of roaches. 7 roaches on the way and a lot of lings. The problem being that these Phoenixes again can pick up every unit they want to. Just keep picking up the roaches. There's just so little the Zerg can do against the Protoss here. And again, a couple more zealots. They have to come all the way from that pylon over on the left, but it's a long enough trek. I think this is it for Livy B.
Yeah, she does have 2 mining bases behind us. They are even on economy, but all of these overlords will go down. That's a lot of overlords. Definitely going to supply cap Livy B here.
And 20 workers have been killed this whole game.
And there's 180 zealots with natural here. So
natural will probably fall. I mean, the Phoenixes are what really gave this. Without the Phoenixes, these zealots will get stopped. The problem being that, well, yeah, I mean, they just keep lifting them up one by one. That's the last lift they're going to have for a while, but that's all they need. Hatchery goes down in the natural. The Broodlings actually do enough, a fair bit of damage. And this is going to get stopped, but I mean, just so many drones have been killed. 20 drones and a hatchery. And this is not the end of it. There's still a handful of zealots on their way. Muscular augments haven't been finished as well.
Be hard to clean up, and the only reason this is sort of petering out is the Phoenix are just out of energy.
Yeah, and they have more now.
Yeah, and now they're gonna have enough But we do see back behind us this transition that I was talking about. An Immortal is on the way, but a Robotics Bay back behind us. It's gonna be too much to handle. I mean, if Levy can even survive what's going on,
I don't think she
which,
can. I don't think we're gonna get that far. I mean, she's trying to micro these Hydralisks as best as possible. Good transfuse on that one Hydralisk that was super low, and she's cleaning up here at the third, but oh, just a little bit more and that hatchery goes down, and if that hatchery goes down, this game ends. Drones
yeah, for sure.
not quite on attack command there.
Yeah, no, they're just there to buffer for the Hydralisk. They don't want to attack because then the Zealots will actually focus them down. But as we see back behind us, let's take a look at the workers. It's 38 workers for Livy B to 53 for Solendis. Third coming down for Solendis right now. And here comes the follow-up Immortal Sentry all in.
Yeah, there is just oh god, I don't see this working. I don't see any way that Livy B can actually survive here. She's pumping out Hydras 8 at a time.
Yeah, I mean Hydras will do reasonably well against this composition.
Did they have
Sack's getting
spines?
researched here, so she's gonna try to make a Hail Mary pass
She
here as
doesn't.
an Overlord, but
She doesn't have groove spines.
she doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah, I know,
mean,
but that's gonna make this engagement so much harder. Because
Yeah,
without
she's
groove
been
spines,
forced into Wing Hydra, and with Colossus now joining the mix on the map, this is just gonna melt.
actually there are no Colossi with this army. It's strictly Immortal Sentry, which is not so hot against pure Hydra.
Yeah, well, one is on its way over, and pretty good engagement here for Livy B.
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere, but
The
does
Phoenixes
have a
and
reasonable concave. Yeah,
there's just too much damage output. There's just far too much damage.
yeah. Keep in mind, upgrades are 1-1 in favor of Livy B's 0-1 here. So upgrades also in favor of Solendis. So everything pretty much just going Solendis' way at the moment.
Yeah, Livy
And
B
level
kinda.
2 ground weapons about to finish as well.
Yeah,
so.
that's gonna be that. Livy B just kind of getting outplayed every which way here in this matchup. Solendis just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, Colossus joining the mix here. Doesn't want all the smaller units to have all the fun, and just Warpins continue back behind us. We have lots of Stalkers joining in, so gonna be plenty of buffer for that Colossus, and I just don't know where you go from here as Livy B.
You got a whole lot of Zerglings, and you want to get the best surround you can ever imagine. Getting us around on that Colossi wouldn't be a bad idea. Phoenixes, though, picking off
Yeah, here it comes.
those Phoenixes, 5 kills, 10 kills, 6 kills, 1 kill. The big engagement happens. The blinking helps a lot, and there's just not enough Zerg. There's not that overwhelming number of units you need. GG!
GG!